The elephant who believed. In the heart of the whispering forest, where the trees bowed with ancient wisdom and rivers sang lullabies, lived a young elephant named Eloo. Eloo was no ordinary elephant. He was the smallest in his herd and the quietest too. While others trumpeted boldly, Eloo listened. While others ran, Eloo walked gently. And while others doubted, Eloo believed. He believed in things he couldn't see. He believed the stars whispered secrets. He believed the wind carried prayers. And most of all, he believed that faith could move mountains. But not everyone agreed. Faith? Scoffed Dula the parrot. Show me a mountain that's ever moved. Dreaming is for cubs, grunted Baro the buffalo. Even the other elephants teased him. Eloo, always dreaming, they'd say. But Eloo simply smiled. He knew something they didn't. He knew that faith isn't always loud. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it waits. And sometimes it walks alone. One evening, a deep silence fell over the forest. Not a single cricket chirped. Not a single leaf rustled. The whispering river stopped whispering. The sky turned red like fire. A shadow covered the moon. The animals gathered, uneasy. From the mountains came a rumble. It wasn't thunder. It was fear. The oldest tree in the forest, Grandfather Baobab, trembled. The sacred spring is drying, he whispered. Gasps rippled through the animals. The sacred spring gave water to the entire forest. Without it, the forest would fade. The trees would wilt. The animals would suffer. Even the clouds might forget how to cry. The herd's leader, Old Mother Tana, gathered everyone. We must find the source, she declared. Brave animals volunteered, the strongest, the fastest, the cleverest, but not Eloo. He was small, he was quiet, he was ignored. Still, he believed. He believed he could help. That night, Eloo whispered to the stars. What can I do? He asked. A single star twinkled brighter than the rest. It pulsed like a heartbeat. And in his heart, Eloo heard a voice. Walk forward. Trust what you do not see. Eloo closed his eyes. He nodded. He believed. At dawn, without telling anyone, Eloo began to walk. He walked past the riverbanks. He walked through the tall grass. He walked into the unknown. The forest grew darker. Branches scratched him. Thorns pricked his feet. But he kept walking. Not with sight, with faith. He passed by a weeping willow. It cried for the thirsty earth. He passed a silent stream. It had forgotten how to sing. Still, Eloo walked. Days passed. Nights came. He was hungry. He was tired. But he wasn't afraid. On the fourth night, Eloo reached the edge of the forest. Beyond it lay the silent wastes, a desert no one dared enter. The sun there never slept. The ground cracked like old skin. And the wind wailed like a ghost. But Eloo stepped forward. Each footstep whispered a prayer. Each breath sang hope. For 7 days, Eloo crossed the silent wastes. His shadow was his only friend. The wind tried to turn him back, but he believed. Then, on the 7th day, he saw it. A rock, large and strange, shaped like a teardrop. At its base, a tiny trickle of water. Clear, cool, alive, Eloo touched the water. It glowed under his trunk. And suddenly, the earth shook. Not with fear but with joy. A deep rumble echoed, faith has found the forgotten spring. The rock cracked open. A river burst forth. It danced across the desert. It ran back toward the whispering forest. It flowed like laughter. The sacred spring was reborn. The trees drank first, then the grass, then the animals, and finally, the sky. It wept tears of rain. Happy tears. Tears of faith. When Eloo returned, soaked in desert dust, the animals stared. How? They asked. Why you? You're so small. Eloo smiled. I just walked forward, he said, even when I couldn't see the way. Old Mother Tana bowed her head. You are not just small, she said. You are mighty, in faith. From that day on, the forest changed. Animals prayed again. They listened to the wind. They believed in stars. And every night, Eloo sat by the spring. Not proud, not loud, just grateful. Because faith isn't about size. It's not about strength. It's about trust. And one small elephant taught the world to believe again.